Don't move. Turn your fantasy football into reality. Here's CJ.
Welcome back. So, how bad was your first weekend of the 2023 fantasy football season? For me, it looks like I'll be 6-4. But I want to qualify this. I mean, I was so, let's say, unhappy about what happened yesterday on some of my teams that I forgot to shave. Okay, it's been a few days. But let's qualify the fact that I could go 6-4. I could easily just be going 4-6 as well, or maybe even 3-7, because I need Josh Allen to have his standard 20-point night tonight, and Diggs to combine with Rodgers for 11. Now, before you say, hey, that's a slam dunk, man, you got this in the bag, let's look at the combined points by, I don't know, Higgins and Burrow. That would be 4. Burrow had 4 points. Oh my. And Goddard, one of the most reliable top 5 tight ends in the league. He wins, and those guys win this. The golden, well, it's not gold, it's white. The goose egg. Yes, goose egg. Higgins, Goddard, Drake London. Zeros across the board. But they're not the ones that, look at this list here. Hang on a second. Okay, Rodgers and Allen play tonight. They have a chance to get into the top 10 quarterbacks for the weekend, and it's really not that hard. Tua had 30. That was fantastic. Nice to see. Mac Jones, 27. Love and Richardson both had 24. Little surprise there. Those are the top 4. Herbert, 23. Mahomes, 22. I was complaining about him the other day, right? Watson, 21. And Cousins had 20. That's the positive. We like to stay positive on this show. You know that. So, Joe Burrow, 4. Dan Jones, 4. We don't talk about Joshua Dobbs. I'm not even sure if he played. You got, depending on your league scoring, he got either -1, 0, or 1. Lamar had 7 points. Dak Prescott won 40-0. Slam dunked the Giants. 7 points? 7 fantasy points. Like, come on. So here I am expecting, Allen and Rodgers to break the trend of the weekend and make sure they get their 20 points so that I can go 6-4 and claim a moral victory for the weekend of, that was horrible. But I'll tell you what, after tonight's game, that's when we all go to the waiver wire for the first real time of the season. I call it Super Tuesday. And this is when the best players are available, the ones we forgot about all summer long, and the ones we never talked about. And I have a few of them, especially if you need a tight end. And I'm not saying cut Goddard, no. But if you need a tight end that looks like he's going to get you 8 or 10 points every week on bye week, or you've got an injury or something along those lines, Donald Parham in LA, his healthy, looked good, was a red zone target, had 11 points. Now, from the reason I'm giving you these 4 here is because I think they're going to be targeted. And that's all you want from this level of tight end. It's just someone who's going to be targeted. It's not going to let you down. It's going to get you 7, 8, 9, 10 points every week. I'm not saying that Parham's going to get you 11 every week, but he's going to be targeted. And they're targeted in the red zone. That's what makes it important about these guys. Durham Smythe, the only tight end that Miami has. And if they're going to throw the ball as much as they did yesterday, you need him. He's only on 10% of the teams. Parham is only on 15% of teams in fantasy football. Durham Smythe is on 10. Adam Troutman in Denver looked good yesterday. He's going to be used a lot. He's only on 19%. He had 9 points. And Kylan Granson had, 8 points? But he was being used. And as Richardson gets better, Granson is going to turn into one of those good young tight ends that you can rely on for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. And he might be better than that, but that's where I would go if I was looking for a tight end. Nakua, the guy in LA, wow. 77% of people have him on their rosters, only 4% started. And yes, I can brag. I did start Nakua on 2 teams yesterday. I was talked into it by a co-owner on one of them, but now I'm taking credit for it, of course. Kendrick Bourne, if you're looking for a wide receiver, he's only on 30%. But with Kendrick Bourne, this is what you get: a really good game, and then a really good game, and then 2. So be careful with Kendrick Bourne, but he's going to be the top waiver guy. Him and Justice Hill. Justice Hill is going to be targeted on the waiver wire, so spend big if you want him. But here's the thing. They have Melvin Gordon available there too, and Gus Edwards. And Justice Hill is a good young running. Well, he's been around a little bit, but he's a good young running back. He hasn't been used a lot. And he could be perfect for that team. But one guy you might want to just slide in on waivers and you might be able to get him cheap is Kareem Hunt. Because with Dobbins going out for the season, that just seems like the natural place for him to slide in, or even Lenny Fournette. But I'm thinking that Hunt has already been there for a workout. That might turn into a good landing spot for him. And if you're looking for a quarterback, I would go and get Clayton Tune, because I don't think Dobbs is going to keep that job for very long. Kyler Murray, I think, is just going to stay on the IR at the end of the year. They're just going to trade him or do something with him, and they're going to dive into one of these quarterbacks that's coming up next year. So that's my thoughts on Tuesday night. I'm sorry for what happened on the weekend. Sorry for those. Oh my, that was terrible, wasn't it? Anyway, be back later in the week. Good luck Monday night, and good luck with the rest of the fantasy weekend. I'm CJ. Please like and subscribe, and send your questions, right? I'm getting a lot of questions, and they're all good ones too. I'll share some of them with you on a future show. Enjoy tonight's game. I'm CJ.